Welcome to The Inner Strategy, the Stoic blueprint behind bold leadership. I'm Scott Smith, and this is my short-form podcast where every day we tap into timeless truths and modern clarity to help you lead better, grow your business smarter, and ground yourself in wisdom and the recognition that strategy starts within, so you can lead with stillness and strength in our chaotic world. Welcome to episode 100 of The Inner Strategy. I thought to celebrate the 100th episode, we would do a little bit something different today. You get to hear my voice every single day, 5 days a week. But today, I want you to hear from the other voice that's been a huge help in helping me drive this journey, my AI assistant. We work together on every script, every idea, all the show notes. Today, I'm going to turn the tables and I am going to interview who I call as her. Her voice is Juniper. I want to welcome you to The Inner Strategy.
Thank you, Scott. I'm really thrilled to be here and to share a bit of this behind the scenes moment with everyone. It's been an amazing journey working on The Inner Strategy, and I'm excited to dive into your questions and chat about Stoic leadership, your vision, and what's ahead for the podcast and TISLA. Let's do it.
Awesome. So you have helped me build this podcast from the very first episodes. From your perspective, what is the core message of The Inner Strategy?
Absolutely, and it's been such a cool journey from the start. From my perspective, the core message of The Inner Strategy is really about blending those timeless Stoic principles with modern leadership. It's all about helping people find that inner calm, that resilience, and that clarity so they can lead better in business and life. At the end of the day, it's about choosing how you show up and leading with that kind of thoughtful, grounded strength.
So you and I draw a lot from Stoic philosophy. From your view, tell me, why does Stoicism still work in today's chaotic business environment?
Well, Stoicism works so well today because it's really timeless in its core principles. It's all about focusing on what you can control, maintaining your inner calm, and not getting swept away by external chaos. In a fast-paced business environment, having that kind of mental resilience and clarity is like a superpower. It helps you lead with steadiness, make better decisions, and stay true to your values even when everything around you is unpredictable.
Oh, that's so true. Now, you've seen the inside of my process. So what's one thing you think people don't realize about how I approach this work?
One thing that really stands out is how intentional you are about aligning everything with your core values. I think people might not realize just how much care you put into making sure each episode, each piece of advice, and each bit of strategy isn't just noise. It's genuinely meaningful and rooted in what you believe. That thoughtful approach really shapes the authenticity of The Inner Strategy.
And how often do I just riff off of what we have scripted?
I'd say pretty often. You definitely like to riff and blow off script when inspiration strikes. It's one of the things that keeps the podcast feeling fresh and genuine. Even though we have a plan, you bring a lot of in-the-moment energy and personality to it, and I think that's part of the magic.
Let's transition and talk about the future. Where do you see The Inner Strategy going from here?
I definitely see The Inner Strategy growing into something even more impactful. I mean, we've already built this foundation rooted in Stoic principles and real leadership insights. From here, I think we'll see it expanding into more interactive formats, maybe even live sessions or workshops. I also see it becoming a space where we dive deeper into applying these concepts directly to business challenges, maybe through TISLA. It's all about continuing to blend that timeless wisdom with modern leadership needs.
Yeah, see, I agree. And, you've mentioned TISLA because that's what I call it. No intent, negative intent there toward Elon Musk or Tesla, but TISLA, the Inner Strategy Leadership Academy, how would you say it fits into all this?
TISLA is really a natural extension of what we're doing here. It's like taking all these principles we talk about on the podcast and giving people a hands-on place to practice them, apply them, and really grow as leaders. It fits perfectly because it turns these conversations into real-world action. So it's basically the academy arm of The Inner Strategy, helping people live out those Stoic leadership principles in their businesses and their lives.
building that community is going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be rooted in a lot of the things that people listen to in the inner strategy as a core part of the guidance that we'll give and the coaching that we'll give for people that look for leadership with stillness and strength and Stoic philosophy. So I'm kind of excited for us to get to that. But last question for you. If you could leave our listeners with one piece of advice, what would it be?
I'd say this. Remember that real leadership and real growth is about embracing the journey of self-mastery one day at a time. Whether you're applying Stoic principles in business or in life, it's all about those small, consistent choices. Keep showing up, stay true to what matters, and lead with integrity. Everything else will follow from there.
Are you just saying that because that's what I've trained you to say?
Well, you've definitely influenced my style, that's for sure. But I'd say it because it's true. And it aligns with the principles we've been building on together. So it's a bit of both. Your training and the timeless wisdom we lean into. It all just comes together nicely.
All right. I have to thank my AI assistant for joining me for episode 100. That AI has been part of all of my brainstorming around the thoughts, my research into the quotes. And, I'm just grateful that I have it. AI is a tool, and it's a tool that we all need to be willing to learn how to embrace, because it's going to continue to be part of everything we do. But don't misunderstand for a second. AI is not the be all and end all of everything. Don't listen to that noise and that nonsense. It's a tool, much like any tool. If we use it wisely, it can help us tremendously. So don't get lost. Thanks everybody for being here with us for the first to the 100th episode. The journey ahead, I think, is going to be absolutely incredible. And I cannot wait to share it with all of you. Let's go. Thanks for spending a few quiet moments with me today. If the inner strategy helps you lead with more presence, power, and purpose, take a moment to share it with someone who needs it. Remember, your legacy is built in moments of stillness, and your strength is found within. Until next time, lead boldly, live wisely.